first opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for Melvin Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On the carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Watson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carried by the running.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A gain of 4.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Hines. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
They run with Hines, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Colts 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up.
Here's Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for two. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports.
Texans 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Julian Blackman bringing him down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And some room to run now. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. There's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. at the 39-yard line.
Well, he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Back to throw again. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw again. The middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. Bradley Roby there defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This is out quickly to the right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14.
Makes the score Colts 15. Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of the formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Second and 12. To throw is Watson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. Connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Now, 4th down.
Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Texans.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Carried by the running back.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now it's Hines. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Cordero Patterson. As the first half is winding down, and the Texans have once again taken the lead. It's good, and it's now 21-15.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. From across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, it's Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run again with Hines. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. So the Rose on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
For the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Is good. Makes the score Colts 29, Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Texans.
This is Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third down. Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Colts 29, Texans 28. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It'll buy some time right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Nothing's free. Nothing's free.
So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Texans 35, Colts 29.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Complete to Jonathan Taylor. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him go through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Patterson on the carry. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Being chased out left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That second down play nets a -4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Given 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines, and he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. His kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
For Houston.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A.J. Brown with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And Watson's going to throw it here. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.